I'm going to tell you something that I haven't told many people, and I've tried to do this like 3 or 4 times, this video, and I've tried like 3 or 4 different ways of doing it, and each time it always came off sounding like inauthentic or fake. So I'm just going to sit down and do it this way, and hopefully this will work. Um, but over the last year, I've been suffering from pretty severe depression. And in fact, the last 6 months or so, there's been about 2 or 3 occasions where I came within moments of taking my own life. Now, I'm not doing this for attention or sympathy or anything like that. I just wanted to talk about like the real issues that men are facing today that no one really seems to be talking about. As men, um, if we're struggling or something like that, like we're told like quit being a pussy or man up or you need to focus on people with real problems. Um, but these are real problems. Men account for 75% of all suicides in America, and we're 4 times more likely to attempt suicide with a deadly weapon. 93.4% of the prison population are men. Men account for 80% of victims of violent crime and 40% of victims of domestic violence. Men account for 92% of workplace deaths. Men account for 98% of the fatalities in war. 72% of the homeless population are men. Men consume nearly 3 times the amount of alcohol that women do. 11.5% of men and boys over the age of 12 have what be considered a substance abuse disorder and are more likely to die from opioid abuse than females. The death rate from opioids rose 312% among men between 1999 and 2016. Despite these statistics, men are diagnosed with depression and anxiety at about half the rate that women are. The attitudes towards men's mental health needs to change. I found myself on YouTube looking for like motivation and encouragement, and there's some there, but it's from people who are like light years ahead of where I am. And even still, it's like this kind of like self-willed, self-guided improvement. And to be honest, I can't do that on my own. And a lot of men can't do that on their own, which is why I'm creating a new YouTube channel focused on the issues that men are facing today. So many of us feel isolated and alone with nobody to talk to. We have so many good men taking their own lives because they feel completely hopeless, trapped in a world where we're expected to be everything to all people, build this awesome infrastructure that everybody enjoys, provide and protect those who matter the most to us, and then be told that we're garbage by the people who should be the most appreciative. And the men in my family, once a year, we would go camping. We'd fish, we'd cook over the fire, we'd joke around. My father called it man camp, and we look forward to it every year. My father understood the importance of close relationships between men. My dad isn't an emotional man by any stretch of the imagination, but he understood that the bonds that men could form with each other could only result in us leaving encouraged and excited to serve in ways that we were designed to serve. So, in the tradition of my father, George Smith, I present to you this. Man Camp is a place where men can feel and be understood. The goal is for men to seek out deep and meaningful relationships with other men, sharing our victories, our struggles, and encouraging one another to never quit. Most men have buddies or guys that we hang out with occasionally, but how many of us have real friends who we can call at any time and tell them, hey man, I'm struggling? Or text them out of the blue and say, that conversation that we had the other day, man, it's really made a difference in my life for the better. Well, that's what Man Camp is all about. Man Camp is not anti-women or political in any way. These issues affect men, whether they're black or white and every color in between. Rich, poor, successful, struggling, powerful, Christian, Muslim, gay, straight, Republican, Democrat, old and young. And it's coming from someone who has no clue how to navigate himself out of it. But that's why we need each other. So I look forward to this new journey, and if you'd like to come along, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to provide feedback, suggest topics, or just need a guy to talk to, you can email mancampyt@gmail.com. And in future videos, hopefully I'll know what to do with my hands, because I have no idea. So thank you for your time, and I hope to talk to you soon.